Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions of life, school, work, relationships, without truly understanding why? Like you're living on autopilot, following a script someone else wrote? That feeling, my friend, is a sign that it's time to wake up. Think on These Things by Jiddu Krishnamurti is not your typical self-help book. It's a wake-up call, a challenge to examine the very fabric of your thoughts and beliefs. In this video, I'm going to share the key ideas from this powerful book and, more importantly, how they apply to our modern lives. Are you ready to unlock your mind? Let's dive in. Krishnamurti believed that true education is not about accumulating knowledge or collecting degrees. It's about self-knowledge, about understanding the complexities of your own mind. He argued that most education systems focus on teaching us to think, not to think. We spend years memorizing facts, chasing grades, and conforming to systems, but how much time do we actually spend understanding ourselves? Think about it. We're taught to be engineers, doctors, lawyers, but are we taught to be self-aware, compassionate, and emotionally intelligent human beings? Without self-knowledge, we can become highly educated and deeply unhappy. We might achieve external success, the job title, the house, the car, but still feel a nagging sense of emptiness inside. This happens when we chase external validation instead of inner fulfillment. We follow paths laid out for us by society, by our parents, by our peers, but rarely pause to ask ourselves, what do I really want? What brings me joy? What kind of life do I want to create? Think of someone you know who seems to have it all, a great job, a loving family, material comforts, but still feels unfulfilled. Why is that? Often it's because they followed a path that wasn't truly theirs. They achieved someone else's definition of success but neglected their own inner compass. So how do we cultivate this crucial self-knowledge? It starts with turning inward. It's about creating space in your life for introspection and reflection. Journaling, for example, is a powerful tool for self-discovery. Remember, true education is a lifelong journey, not a destination. From the moment we're born, we're conditioned to obey. Obey our parents, obey our teachers, obey the rules, obey the system. While structure and guidance are important, Krishnamurti believed that blindly following authority, without questioning, without critical thinking, dulls our minds and makes us dependent. It prevents us from developing our own internal compass and discovering our own truths. He challenged us to question everything, not in a rebellious or disrespectful way, but with a genuine curiosity to understand. Don't just accept things because that's how it's always been or because someone in a position of power told you so. True intelligence, he argued, comes from questioning, from seeking deeper understanding, from forming your own informed opinions. This applies to all areas of life. Think about your career. Are you pursuing a certain path because you genuinely want to, or because it's what your parents expect of you? What about your relationships? Are you staying in a situation because you're afraid of being alone, or because you truly believe it serves you? Now, questioning authority doesn't mean being disrespectful or dismissive. It's about engaging in respectful dialogue, seeking different perspectives, and being open to learning from others. It's about understanding that no one has all the answers, and that truth is often found in the gray areas, not in the black and white. You might be surprised by what you discover. Chapter 3. Observe without judgment. Think about how often you label your experiences throughout the day. This is good, that's bad, this is right, that's wrong. This person is annoying, that situation is stressful. We're constantly categorizing and judging our experiences, and in doing so, we often miss the richness and depth of life itself. Krishnamurti taught that true peace comes from observing our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment, without immediately labeling them as good or bad, right or wrong. This doesn't mean we become passive observers in our own lives. It means we create space between our experiences and our reactions to those experiences. We learn to witness our thoughts and emotions without getting swept away by them. Imagine this. You're stuck in traffic and you feel that familiar surge of anger and frustration rising within you. Instead of honking the horn or mentally cursing the other drivers, try this. Simply observe the feeling of anger. Notice where it manifests in your body. Is your chest tight? Are your fists clenched? Pay attention to how your mind reacts. Is it racing with angry thoughts? Don't try to suppress the anger and don't try to justify it. Just observe it with a sense of curiosity. This simple practice can have a profound impact on your inner peace and your ability to navigate life's ups and downs with more grace and ease. Chapter 4. Comparison destroys joy. In today's hyper-connected world, comparison has become the thief of joy. We're constantly bombarded with images and stories of other people's seemingly perfect lives, making it all too easy to fall into the trap of comparison. We compare our bodies, our careers, our relationships, our possessions, and inevitably we end up feeling inadequate. Krishnamurti recognized this tendency and warned against the dangers of comparison. He understood that comparison is rooted in a sense of lack, a belief that we're not good enough as we are. And as long as we're caught in this cycle of comparison, we'll never find true contentment. Think about your own relationship with social media. How often do you find yourself scrolling through perfectly curated feeds, comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel? It's important to remember that social media often presents a distorted view of reality. People tend to share their successes, their triumphs, their picture-perfect moments. Rarely do we see the struggles, the insecurities, the challenges that we all face. The truth is, everyone is on their own unique journey. We all have our own strengths, our own weaknesses, our own timeline. Comparing ourselves to others is not only futile, but it robs us of the joy of celebrating our own accomplishments and embracing our own individuality. So how do we break free from this cycle of comparison? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to the thoughts and feelings that arise when you find yourself comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own journey, your own growth, your own definition of success. Chapter 5. Be your own teacher. In a world obsessed with gurus and experts, Krishnamurti's message was radical. You are your own guru. You don't need someone else to tell you what to think, how to live, or what is true. The wisdom you seek, he believed, is already within you. It's not found in books, in lectures, or in following someone else's teachings blindly. It's found in the quiet moments of introspection, in the depths of your own experiences, in the whispers of your own heart. This doesn't mean you should disregard all external sources of knowledge. Books, teachers, mentors, they can all be valuable guides on your journey. But ultimately, the responsibility to understand yourself, to discover your own truth, lies with you. No one else can walk that path for you. Think about it this way. Every experience you have, every interaction, every challenge, every joy, it's all data. It's all information that shapes your understanding of the world and of yourself. But if you're not paying attention, if you're not present in your own life, you miss the opportunity to learn and grow from these experiences. Create space for silence in your life. Trust yourself, listen to your intuition, and never stop learning. From yourself and from the world around you. Outro. Unlock your mind. Think on these things doesn't give you a step-by-step guide to life. It gives you something far more powerful. The tools to think freely, to question deeply, and to live consciously. It empowers you to become your own teacher, your own guide, your own source of wisdom. In a world that's constantly trying to tell us who to be, what to think, and how to live, Krishnamurti's message is more relevant than ever. He reminds us that true freedom comes not from conforming to external expectations, but from understanding and mastering ourselves. So, my friends, I leave you with this. What belief or habit have you never questioned, but maybe should? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. If this video opened your mind even a little, I encourage you to pick up a copy of Think on These Things and dive deeper into Krishnamurti's timeless wisdom. And if you want more book breakdowns that help you grow, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss an episode.